Hey, hello, everybody. I am just popping in here on YouTube to do an unboxing of some brand new products that I got in. My name is Sue Sanders, and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator at Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri. And I see that my desk is not very clean. I have been a demonstrator for a little over 5 years, and I am really excited about this year's catalog. Some of you may know that we have gone from one big catalog. Let me get last year's catalog to show you that, to three smaller catalogs. And I think it's a wonderful idea. So this was our annual catalog. This will run through the end of April. And it has all kinds of stuff in it. However, along with some other people that I've talked to, a lot of times once the annual catalog comes off and I have ordered all the product in there that I want to at the very beginning, and then I've marked some that, oh, I want it, but I don't have to have it right now. I rarely go back to this catalog. So it just kind of sits there for reference because we get mini catalogs. So here's what the mini catalog looked like. And we got two of these a year. So this one was from January to April. So of course, it's got all kinds of cool new products in it. So I would order from the mini catalogs. And we have the offering for the online exclusives. And I would find myself ordering those. This year, Stampin' Up! Is starting to do smaller catalogs like this. Now, I can't show you the inside of this yet because it doesn't go live until May 5th. And I know this is only the 1st of April. Happy April Fool's Day. I'm not joking about any of this. This one will run from May to August. And then we will have another catalog come out in September, from September to December. And then the third catalog will be January to April. I think I have that all correct in my head. So these are just kind of like the small mini catalogs that we used to get. But instead of getting extra mini catalogs, we're going to have less overlap. So it will be three catalogs that all are basically about 87 pages worth of products. There will be staples in this, like your adhesives and your some of the embellishments and things like that. Those will all be included. Hey, Karen, go ahead. You can watch later. I just wanted to do an unboxing real quick from my new product. So instead of having overlap with all those catalogs and everybody is inundated with new product and they can't decide what they want, Stampin' Up! Is just doing the three mini catalogs. I call them mini catalogs, but they're like three annual little mini catalogs, and then our online exclusives. So I'm really happy about that. It's going to be less for my brain to try to comprehend. So anyway, I have ordered several things out of this catalog that I want to show you. But first, because this is April 1st, our new April product of the month is this really pretty eyelet blooms die. So it is a metal die that will cut out these beautiful little eyelet blooms. And you can cut around them to make any shape that you want. Well, okay, not any shape. You'll have to cut it out to where it makes it a square or a rectangle. But you can get this with any order for the month of April of $75 or more in a single order before shipping and tax. And then you can add this for $5. I can't wait to put in my April order here pretty soon. I just put in this order and got all my goodies. Okay, let's start with, we have a new stamp and die set, and it's called the Opulent Oasis. I think that's pronounced right. I'm not sure. But it has a die in here that is really pretty cool. It is this big die right here. And when you will run this through your cut and emboss machine, and you have it die cut. So it die cuts. But then you run it back through your machine just as it was. So you'll leave that paper inside your die, and then you will run it through your cut and emboss machine, adding this new impressions mat. It's like a very thick silicone mat, but don't confuse it because it's a lot different than our little silicone mats that I work on a lot. So this is the single, or this is the little silicone mat that you can put glue on and stuff. This is the impression mat. So it's a lot thicker, if you can see that. So when you run that through your cut and emboss die machine, then when you take it out, you are left with this really deep impressioned embossing. So this has so many possibilities. I can't wait to start playing with that. So that is a new die set, and you get all of these dies with this. So there's all the dies. I haven't got them mounted on my magnet board yet. And then this is the stamps that you get. So you'll get a big flower and a partial small flower. So this is a nice, it's a different flower set than what we've had. And I love the sending happy thoughts, special thanks, hello friend, and best wishes. So this is definitely one that I seen, and it was like, I gotta have that because I'm really liking the way that's in there backwards. If I don't fix it now, I will mix myself up. All right, and some of these, I'm not quite sure how it's all going to work. Some of the stamp sets will go on the last chance list, I think, as the catalog comes to a close. I'm not real sure how that's all going to work. I haven't taken the time to sit and read all of that. So that is a new bundle that you can get, and then you would need to get the I just had that word. Yes. Anyway, the new mat that would the impressions mat. All right, another new stamp and die set that I got is called Phrases and Frames. I absolutely love that we have some inside greetings to go on our cards. Anniversaries are for celebrating the joys of today, the memories of yesterday, and the hopes of tomorrow. Sending prayers and heartfelt sympathy to you and your family. Have a fabulous day. I didn't forget your birthday. I just wanted it to last longer. May your day be filled with love and happiness. And then you've got happiest birthday wishes. Have a happy anniversary, sending you hugs. But it also comes with these dies that will fit those greetings. And I just love these dies. They've got decorative edges on them. This is another one that I think I'm going to be really anxious to start playing with because it's got so many different dies to it that are different than what I have in my stash right now. So that is still backwards because I don't know what I'm doing today, girls. I don't know about y'all where you're living at, but oh my goodness, did we have one big thunderstorm, rainstorm this morning. I mean, that wind was just blowing that rain sideways. I mean, it was just awful. Okay, so that's two new sets. Here's another really cool set. I didn't have one that was just kind of like for birthdays, so I wanted to get one, but this one has the die cuts with it. And these are the die cuts. So as you can see, you have, this is birthday. Boy, that double-sided tape sure does hold these. So you've got the outline of birthday, and then you have the inside for birthday. And you have that for you, wishes, best, happy, thanks, 4, and then it's got these other little extra dies that go with the stamp set. So you have like a little leaf, you have some little packages, you have the birthday cake. And this is a really nice word set too. To a friend worth celebrating, I hope your day is delightful. Thanks for being so fabulous. Life is better with you around. So I love these greetings. I think this is going to be a really great addition to my stash. As well it should be, because after going through all of the catalog, and what I have currently is maybe 3 stamp sets from maybe a few more. I haven't gone through all my online exclusives yet, but yeah. Anyway, then I got this really cute Safari Smiles. I love these elephants. I like the little lion family too. And then of course it has the dies that will cut out those images. But it's just really got some cute images in it. And I haven't played with these. I think looks like rocks, and these are little grass figurines, like that. And then you've got some water puddles. So I don't make too many little kid cards, but I do have a couple of friends that have little toddlers, and it's like, I don't have any stamps for little kids. So I wanted to get this, but I also think that this would be a fun card that you can make for an adult, and make it a friendship card. So that's going to be a fun one. Okay, who wants to see the brand new In Colors for 2026 to 2028 and the new stamp pads? I love it. So here we have Barely Blush, Crisp Cantaloupe, Golden Glow, Hydrangea U, and Peaceful Pine. So those are our 5 new In Colors. I haven't stamped with these yet. I don't know how they're going to stamp, but I think that I'm going to really like them. I think this is a really light blue. I might get some paper out here after we go through everything, because I've got tons of stuff to show you what the ink colors look like. But I want to show you how easy these are to open. Oh my gosh, girls. And then they just stamp back together, or clamp back together. So I love it. They're magnetic. You can set them on top of each other when you're working and keep them separated, and the lid connects to the bottom. I love that. Now, what I did do was, when you get these, you have 4 different little labels that you have on there. 2 of them are English, 2 of them are in something else, another language. Well, I used all 4 of them. So what I did was I put one of the foreign language ones on the inside of my pad, so that if this is laying here, I can look and say, okay, that goes with my Hydrangea U. Then I have it on the outside of it, inside for the top where the ink is, and then again on the, well, it's on both sides of the bottom, I guess, because that'll fit in my ink storage like that. But they will also stack, and they're pretty good. I mean, you don't want to try to carry them like this because they're liable to fall, but they do all stack up. So then you have a nice way to display your inks. Okay, here are the In Color dots. I love embellishments. I have tons of them that I am trying to use up. But these are the new In Colors. So there is your Peaceful Pine, Hydrangea U, Crisp Cantaloupe, Golden Glow, and the Barely Blush. And those are little glossy dots. So I really like those. let's say this. I really like everything, so I don't want to keep repeating myself. I told Dorothy last night, my daughter, who's also a demonstrator with me, that this catalog really spoke to me. And I don't know if it's because I know that I'm going to be getting more little catalogs throughout the year because I love new catalogs. All right, we now have a basic black hybrid ink pad. Now, I was finding that I had a terrible time trying to get this ink pad open, okay? So I just put a large sticker and I put it on the inside lip and the outside lip. This is not magnetic, but there's no real easy way to open this. Like with the Memento pad, there was an extra little lip that you could pull apart. This doesn't have that. So I don't know if it's because it's brand new or if it's operator error that I'm not sure how I'm supposed to hold this to open it. But I thought this can't happen. So I've just put a little label and I can replace that anytime I want. And it still closes up, but it's easier opening for me. All right. So we've seen the in color inks. Let's look at the papers. I love the papers. I really can't say that I don't have I don't have a favorite, because I like them all. I see so many different combinations to do with this. This here is, it's a yellow, but it's not a light yellow, but it's not like crushed curry either. And I love the peaceful pine. That's different than the other colors we have. It's not like garden green and it's not even like any greens that I remember, like the soft succulent or the evening evergreen that was really dark. I love the blue, the hydrangea U. It's a light blue. And then, of course, crisp cantaloupe. That was one of my favorites when it was an in color years ago. And then here is the Barely Blush. I think, am I saying that right? Barely Blush. Yes, Barely Blush. So it's a light pink, but it's not like a baby pink. So I love the ink colors. And I know that some of you will like them and some of you won't, but give them a try. All right, are you ready for all the sweets? I love sweets. Oh, I got one more thing that's not a sweet to show you. That is the in color 12 by 12 printed paper patterns for this year. Normally in the past, they've come out with these in a 6 by 6, but this year they've got them in 12 by 12, which I kind of like because if you want to make a 3D project with the in colors, you can, and they're 12 by 12 to do that. So we have a polka dot, a small polka dot, and then we have the large polka dots. There we go. All right, so we have that, and that's in the crisp cantaloupe. And you're going to have the same patterns in all the colors. Here's a stripe, and then one that looks like paintbrushes that just kind of swiped and ended. So that's that pattern. Okay, so you'll get 2 sheets of each of these colors. And then you have the Golden Glow, which is the stripes, and then the paintbrush stripes. And they all are like variances of that color. Some are dark, some are light. Here's the little polka dots and the big dots. Here's your Barely Blush. So it's kind of light, but you put that up against a darker paper, it's going to show up. And then there's the paint brushes. Here's the little dots. And then the big dots. So I do like this. I really think this is going to be a pretty paper to work with and make some 3D projects with. Here's that Hydrangea U. I love it. So we have the stripes and then we have the paintbrush stripes. Then we have the dots and the bigger dots. swirls, actually, I think. And then our Peaceful Pine. And I just absolutely, I love this. And these will coordinate so well together because they're all the in colors. And so they coordinate. That is our In Color Designer Series paper. You can also get these designs in our regular colored families, like the subtles, the brights, the neutrals, and the regals. So you can get those. All right, this is a partial suite. I couldn't get the whole suite, but it does come with more things, and it's called the Bloom Boutique. And it goes with the scallop bloom dies and the scallop bloomed greetings. Guys, look at these dies. This is just fab. There are 14 dies here. Okay, so you've got little tag toppers, you got some tags, then you have all of these different scallops that you can do things with. So that is just fun. I love it. And then you've got, and like I said, there is another, there are some other components to this suite, but I didn't get those for right now. And here are the sayings for this that you can use those dies for. And then here's the paper that goes with this. There's a flower set that goes with this set as well. And that's going to be on that'll be my April order. So here you have some little flowers, and this is in the crisp cantaloupe. And then look at this. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's gold inlaid in those flowers. I love it. And it just shines. So you have 2 sheets of that paper. Then you have the Hydrangea U. And these flowers that have crisp cantaloupe on them. And it looks like it's got the Peaceful Pine green and some gold. Isn't that pretty? I just loving it. Here's the Peaceful Pines, and it's got little flowers. And then on the back side of that, it has the Hydrangea U with white flowers, and it's got little gold specks in it. Think of the possibilities, ladies. Think of the possibilities. Here's another all over background with the Hydrangea U's. Look at that. I love that, but I love the crisp cantaloupe. So this is really pretty paper. I might have to order another pack of this. Here's your Peaceful Pine on one side and Hydrangea U on the other. Just love these little tiny flowers. They're not big, and you're not going to lose a whole lot of it when you cut these down to make a card front. And then there's some more little flowers with the gold in it, with the crisp cantaloupe B side. So that is that packet of paper. Okay, now our next suite is called the Waterside Retreat. And it has the stamp and die set, and it may have, let me see, since I just got these and I'm trying to see what else goes with this suite, but it may not be anything. Oh, it has that more than that. What did I do with it? There's my, let me look this up real quick, because I want to see, I don't want to tell you wrong. Oh, there they are. So this goes with some little anchored embellishments. Let's see, where did I put them at? There they are. They were hiding. So yes, for this suite, you have the stamp and die bundle, the paper, and then you have these little anchor embellishments. And I really think that my arthritis has really started bothering me because I can't hardly get little things opened. But anyway, we'll get them open. Maybe I have to twist it. Oh, there it comes. Okay, so there's like these little anchor charms for the water. Love them. All right, so we have the Antioch chair, I believe is how you say it. And you've got Dad, happy Father's Day. Today is your day. But you know what? I think this is great for moms too, because we like to sit and we have some seagrass, a coffee cup, and a book. And then you have, of course, the dies that you can put that chair together to give it that dimension. So that's really cool. And of course, we live at the lake, so that would be a cool stamp set to use. And of course, the paper, because the paper is always the best part, right? I think so. All right, so you get a couple of pieces that are like this that you would cut apart. So you would cut out this piece here. So you've got several pieces here that you can cut out. All of the camera. And then on the back side of that is just some blue stripe. Okay, so you got that. Then you have some fish, and these aren't real bold fish, so to me, they're more natural looking because I have seen kind of fish looking like this. So you got a couple of sheets like that and then some wavy looking paper. And you have bicycles. And then you have some birds. You have a big page of birds that you could cut out and do several cards with this. I love this plaid. That is really pretty plaid for a masculine card or even a feminine card. And if you have the old stamp, the fishing set, you could use those, like the fishing rod and stuff, with these. If you've got that, you can combine those sets. So here's your, yes, what do I want to call these? Anyway, lures maybe. They look like little keychains to me with the little chains on them. The water that your keys float. Then you have some board paper, wooden paper, I should say. And then the next piece is life jackets and oars. And then on the back of that is this stripe paper here. So lots of potential for this paper, lots and lots. So that is the Waterside Retreat bundle or suite. Okay, one of my favorites when I first seen it, I thought, yep, that's the pack for me. I got to get that set. It's the Sunset Coast, and the bundle is called Scenic Coast Bundle. I mean, sweet. Okay, you get a bundle. You get your stamp and dies. But what's really cool about these dies is you can cut out just a part. Like you've got 3 different circles. One's got a lighthouse, one has a sailboat, and one has rays like for a sun. And you can cut those out and mount those right on a piece of paper I'm going to show you and make a very beautiful card. It's got a little fence. It's got some seashells, some seagulls. I think that might be like a net type thing. And it's got some matching dies to this. So you've got this here. You've got a matching die to that. Looks like this has got a matching die. You got a stamp. A couple of little sailboats. And then it goes, wherever this note finds you, wishing you a lifetime of joy, happy anniversary, happy retirement, congratulations. You've got some water. You brighten my day. The adventure continues. So a very unique set of stamps and dies. It also comes with these Scenic Coast embellishments. These are those little flat sequins that comes with, and it looks like they may be, this might be the Golden Glow. Does it tell me? Nope, I think it tells me in the catalog. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's got those sparkly gems. Ladies, I'm telling you what, Dorothy and I looked at this paper and it was like, oh my gosh. And I says, I'm not hoarding this paper. She goes, yes, you will. This paper has a shimmer to it. And I don't know if you'll be able to really tell on the camera. Maybe you can. But see, it's shimmery down here in the center of it. And then on the back side, it's just water looking. But you get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You get 8 pieces of all of this pattern paper. So there's 6 different designs because you get 48 sheets. So you have that design. Then you have this design. One more. You have this one, and so it's shiny up here. And that reflection, I just love that. Or maybe it's supposed to go this way, this way. This is the sky part, and then this is the reflection on the water. And then it's got the yellowish background. And then we have this one here. So it's reflecting onto the surface of the water. And then it's purple. So if you like purples, okay, I love this one. This one looks like a stormy night. So there you've got the reflection. And then it's kind of got pinks and orange, Calypso coral maybe. This is one that you can do so beautifully with just the one of those dies that's cut in a circle and focal point that. So, and then on the back of that is more purple. And then you have this one is the last one. And then you have that deeper blue. So many, many possibilities. Cannot wait to work with this. The coordinating colors are balmy blue, blueberry bushel, crushed curry, gorgeous grape, highland heather, and strawberry slush. So those are the colors that will coordinate with this paper pack. But not only do you have that, the suite also comes with some specialty paper. And this specialty paper is Sunset Shimmer Vellum. So we've had some vellum like this in the past, but here we have the blue. There's the Hydrangea U. We have the this one's going to give me problems. I'm not going to be able to remember it. Verily Blush. And then this looks like it could be the Golden Glow. That's just a real light yellow. It looks more like the orangey or a golden color. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but beautiful, beautiful papers to make some vellum with. I am anxious to try some of this vellum with that first die cut that I showed you with that impressions plate. So that was one of my, I gotta try that. I'm running out of space on my desk. Okay, oh, that's the seaside. That's, I already showed you that thing. All right, the next one, oh my gosh. If you love pretty paper that has texture to it, you are going to love, love, love the flowering, excuse me, flowering meadow suite. Nope, I'm sorry. It's called the Velvet Meadow Suite. Excuse me. Now, can you guess why it might say velvet? All right, so here is our Stampin' Dies. These are your stamps, and it says so many reasons to celebrate, just because, cheering you on, you always make me smile, and for showing you care. And then it's got some different flowers, and I can't remember what kind of flower that is called. Maybe somebody out there can tell me. It's and then of course you have your dies that match it. But it comes with these really, really pretty flower embellishments. So you have them in white and pink, and it looks like those might be berry burst. This paper, okay, I can already tell you that you're not even going to get the full effect on camera. You're not, because this paper has such a texture to it. Oh, there's my bird clock telling me that it's 2 o'clock. This is velvet. It's velvet paper. This is pink, so I think this is probably Bubble Bath. And you get 2 sheets of that. And then you have 2 sheets of the Peaceful Pine, 2 sheets of the green. And then you have 2 sheets of, this looks like it could be, there's a marking in that. I don't know what that is. Could be a very light hydrangea hue. I have to contact Stampin' Up on that piece because it's got a line in it. But this is velveteen paper, kind of like the Velveteen Rabbit. Remember that from long ago? All right, so that's the velvet paper that goes with this suite. Oh my gosh, ladies, this paper has embossed raised velvet texture to it. It is so, so pretty. I just can't wait. You can tell where I'm going to be, especially if it stays rainy. I'm not going to be anywhere except in my studio playing with all of our new product. So here's a sheet, and these little white flowers, those are all raised embossed, and they have that velvet feeling to it. Okay. So you've got, and then on the back side of that, it's just a real muted tone to it. Okay. Then you've got this piece here that's got little checks, but it's not really checks, it's little squares. And it has, you get 2 pieces of this, so that would make you 6 cards. Cut it 4 by 6. And the white flowers on this one are also raised. Very, very pretty. This has a light blue-gray, it looks like cloud cover maybe. And then, oh, look at these pink flowers. And the inside of these are all that embossed flocking like velvet. Even these little white flowers, I don't know if you can see those, but these little white flowers here, they're also the velvet feeling. I love this. It's just kind of really simple and muted. It doesn't grab you. Lots of potential there. And I love this. This whole thing, other than the green, is all flocked. It's all velvet feeling. I mean, imagine getting a card like this, and I would just sit there and feel it. Yeah, something about texture, right? And then this is another one that's got cloud cover. Looks like it's got some little flowers and just some veins of just a design. Isn't this beautiful? That all the white is all the velvet feel to this paper. Here's a piece. This looks like it could be basic beige, maybe. And on this side, and again, it's all the little white flowers that have the feel to them. So that's the paper that goes with that velvet Meadow suite. And the papers that coordinate with that is Basic Beige, Berry Burst, Bubble Bath, Cloud Cover, Daffodil Delight, and Peaceful Pine. Okay, how many of you watched Winnie the Pooh when you were kids? Or even as adults? Did you watch Winnie the Pooh? Something. Well, Stampin' Up! Has got a suite of products that is going to be an online exclusive. So you can only get this online. And if you really, really like this, I wouldn't wait at all because I'm sure it's going to be a great seller. So let's start with the paper. We have all of the little characters. We have Tigger and Pooh and Eeyore and Piglet. And we have Owl. And then we have Honey Pots. Then we have just some blue clouds. Then we have Pooh doing so many different activities and Piglet. And on the back of that, we have like a pink checked. These you can cut out and make a card front with them. These are all of the 100 Acre Woods photos. Here's the whole gang eating at a table. I'm sure they're eating some honey from the honey pots. Here's Pooh's house. And then on the back side of that, you've just got lines of the different character. So you have 2 sheets of those. Okay, you've got 2 sheets of these labels that you can make on a card front. Love those. And I'm going to show you something that works well with these so that we don't have to fussy cut. Because I don't particularly like to fussy cut. Then we have this stripe on the back. We've got Pooh climbing a tree. He's in a couple of those. We've got some birds. It's got a real light tinge of the green in here in the leaves. You can't really see it on camera, but there's Pooh climbing up a tree. And then on the back, you've got the 100 Acre Woods map. Here's more of the characters. And a little star with orange or yellow. We'll have to look and see what papers coordinate with this. Okay, so the coordinating papers with this is Barely Blush, Basic Black, Cajun Craze, Cherry Cobbler, Crumb Cake, Early Espresso, Golden Glow, Hydrangea U, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pecan Pie, Timid Tiger, and Very Vanilla. So this is going to be an online product in May. Okay, so I'm going to leave the paper here for a minute. And it also comes with a embossing folder that is of the 100 Acre Woods. Let's see, do I have? I don't see, I don't have a piece of paper here. Maybe this will be able to, you'll be able to see it with this, yes. So that's the embossing folder that you can emboss the 100 Acre Woods map. So that's really, and it's got a really good texture to it. Okay, so it's got that. Then it has Sweet Old Friends, and we have Pooh and Piglet, Pooh with his honey jar. We have a rabbit, Tigger, Piglet, Eeyore, the owl. We have some bird prints, and we have some bees up here, some honey pots. Ah, love it. But we also have dies. So we have a die for Piglet. We have a die for Pooh and Piglet, and for Eeyore, the bunny rabbit. Roo. Isn't that what the kangaroo's name was? Was Roo. Pooh standing up, the honey jars. So all of these have, the stamps have these wonderful dies that go with them, plus some extras. So we have, this is a little greeting. We have a honeycomb. We have a honey pot, some grass, some dripping honey, the door, just all kinds. It's going to be a fun stamp set, even for adults, especially if you were fond of the old Winnie the Pooh, not the new Disney Winnie the Pooh, but this is the old Winnie the Pooh. But it also comes with another stamp set. And this one is the best kind of days are the days spent together. I will love you until forever, and even after that, you deserve a little treat. Oh, bother. Sometimes when you go looking for happiness, happiness finds you. It never hurts to keep looking up, and old friends are the best friends. And then it has a couple of different outlines. But look at these wonderful dies. Look at these dies. They have leaves, they have acorns. Then you have these dies that will go around. See if I can find one here real quick. That this one here. Get my take your pick tool here. Sometimes I need to do this when they're not. I don't want to break my nail and I don't want to break a die. I've never broke a die, but just in case. Okay, so we have this die here, and it will fit. Look at that. It's going to die cut that little picture out. So these dies will coordinate with the paper to die cut these pictures out with. Isn't that awesome? I think it is. Look, that's going to cut that one out. Let's see, there's one for here. What does that one look like? It's got two little lines on it. I bet it's going to be this one here. Nope, not that one. Might be the same, might be this one here. Yep. So if they have a little edge outside, then that's what this one's going to be, because then it also cuts out these. I'm excited. I can't wait to play with these. And I love the greetings on them. So anyway, that's not go there. It goes over here. Hopefully I won't lose these dies like I've lost some of my other dies that nest. Okay, well that, girls, is my new product order for the pre-order for May catalog. Leave me a comment below which one of these suites or one of the bundles, or what is your favorite so far that you've seen. It's just sometimes when you just get overwhelmed with all these new things, but I love it. I love it, love it. How many of you are liking the product of the month? I do, because it's a product that you're not going to be able to get later, unless, of course, it carries over and you can still get one the following month. But don't forget, for the month of April, this is your product of the month, and it's going to be a really cool die set, or a cool die. Okay, so leave me a comment. Tell me that you watched it. Tell me what product you enjoyed seeing more. And stay tuned, because I will probably just pop on without any notification and show you some products that I've made with or show you some cards that I've made with the new product. Y'all have a wonderful week. Stay safe. Bye.